Ringing up brother social worker Christopher Browell.
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for 07762471196. Please leave a message after the tone. When you finish recording, please hang up or press the hash key for more options.
Yes, hello, Mr. Browell. It's Mr. Hussain here, once again, leaving yourself another daily message like a broken record. Today is Tuesday, the 10th of September 2024. And as you know, I've been leaving you daily messages for over a year now, since the end of August 2023, regarding the unlawful abduction and kidnap of my brother, whilst you're detaining him and forcibly depriving him of his human rights and liberties, detained at your private prison at Sunningdale Care Home, your de facto private prison, masquerading as a care home. As you know, I'm leaving you daily messages, and you're continuing to refuse to engage with me, whilst having instructed the West Yorkshire Police to instigate a 400-day-old now criminal investigation against me for neglecting my brother when I was providing with 24-hour care solely in my care at my care home, my £350 million care home, where I was charging you, the local authority, £1 million a week. So I was neglecting him while you were retaining all his money, financial benefits, and were colluding and conspiring. Your manager, Vicina Brown, was colluding and conspiring with his GP practice in Oldham to basically sabotage his healthcare records. So that investigation is still ongoing, because ultimately you, the West York, the Bradford Council, the so-called City of Culture, could always buy off, use public money, use social care money that's meant to be for the elderly and the disabled, use that money to redirect it to buy off the judges and the courts, and particularly privately commission out the services of West Yorkshire Police, so you can commit acts of ultra-viral acts of aggression and persecution under your umbrella of xenophobic racism and Islamophobia against myself and my family, because of your failure and incompetences to provide appropriate level of care for the people that you do have a duty of care. You can't do your jobs properly, and hence why I'm ringing yourselves up, and hence why you're refusing to engage with me. You're like, Mr. Hussain, we've taken your brother, we've kicked you out of your house, we've made you homeless, we've stolen all your money, we're denying you access to healthcare services like everybody else, we're denying you and your family we are denying you and your family access to healthcare services because we rule the roost, and we don't like you because you're speaking truth to power, and we don't like it. And if you don't shut up, we're just going to end up murdering your brother. Your intentions this way, we're in this situation now because you're fully intending to murder my brother Talib in your custody and claim it was he died of pneumonia or a trip on a fall or he did something. It's not our fault. The reality is that it is entirely your fault, because he should not be in your custody like this. It's a lovely sunny day outside. He should be out in the community receiving, trying to improve his health and well-being, which you are devastating and degrading him of, and denying him improvements in his health and well-being. The legislation and the law states that you have to do everything to promote my brother's health and well-being, and what you're doing is you're doing quite the contrary. And the reason that you're doing quite the contrary is because of racism, it's because of Islamophobia, it's because of xenophobia. That's the reality of it. You're supposed to be doing something and you're doing exactly the opposite. How exactly is incarcerating my brother and denying him access to his family members, primarily his carer, such as myself, who is given authority to act in his best interest and on his behalf over and over again, and in the context that you in 2018 tried to remove me as his nearest relative. So in this context, how is it exactly in my brother's best interest to be locked away in a private prison, in a private dungeon, where he cannot have access to his own family members? We do not know what his kind of conditions you're holding him under, and you're simply saying, no, it's a care home that's regulated by our partners and associates, the Care Quality Commission, so it's therefore we've done our tick box exercise, and therefore we are immune from any liability or culpability. Come on, please, don't be ridiculous. Just because you're colluding, conspiring with the regulators, does not take away from the fact that we have not authorized you to take our brother into your custody in this manner. You have done this for your own benefit, because of your own failures and incompetences. And now we're not just talking about 6 years ago, we're talking about now 12 years ago, or was it not 12, 10 years ago in 2014, when my brother was in hospital and he had authorized me to act on his behalf. And your managers, Nadia Khan and Sanjeev Singh and Deepak Patel and Shaukat Ali at the city mental health team were all then colluding and conspiring to degrade my brother, and he had given me his authority to do so. It's just that you don't want my family members to put me in charge of their health and welfare and their finances, because I am not a weak, and I am not somebody that you can easily push over like you can push over these people and exploit the fact that they've got disabilities and vulnerabilities and incapabilities to stand up to your tyranny and control and dominance. So hence why we've got this issue here, York. I know the fact from my own personal experience, being involved with yourself for over 24 years now, is the fact that you are killing people on an industrial scale because you can't do your jobs properly, and nobody's any the wiser. One day in some not too distant future, this thing's going to come out, just like the recent discovery of 300 child mass graves in Oldham. Similarly, there's going to be mass graves discovered in Bradford of all the elderly people that you forcibly killed. But what you choose to do is you try to convince the families of vulnerable people that these people died of natural causes, when the reality is it's not natural causes. You, the local authority, collude and conspire with the health authorities. You pay the coroner's office.
You have 15 seconds recording time remaining.
You pay at the coroner's office and the police to cover everything up. I know how it works. Look, it's my brother's birthday coming up on the 15th. I want you to let me see my brother, or let my brother speak to me, so I can be reassured that he's okay. Because ultimately, right now, I believe that you're endangering his life, and I have no other recourse. I'm just asking you to let me speak to my brother, because obviously I need to say and wish him happy birthday.
Your recording time has expired. To leave your message, press 1. To review message, press 2. To re-record message sent. Thank you.
Every day leaving a message, every day being ignored, because they know the fact that they've got no other option but to isolate and torture my brother, because they know I'm going to expose them and whistleblow on the fact that they've been committing industrial scale mass murder against the weak and vulnerable people in society, particularly those of the Asian, Pakistani, Muslim variety. Of course, they don't care. Their pure racism and the xenophobia is coming to the fore, and they realize the fact that these people that are coming to our country have got benefits, systems and housing. What about the fact that my parents came into this country to help rebuild the country in the rebuilding efforts? This is just pure racism by racist indigenous white people in positions of power and authority, particularly in the social care sector at Bradford, that are racist and Islamophobic and are targeting and victimizing us, but then saying, oh no, we're trying to keep our hands clean. Why are they targeting and victimizing us while they're claiming to be a city of culture? Why are they refusing to speak to me? Why have they kidnapped my brother in this manner? They've done it because of pure racism and xenophobia and the fact that I'm going to expose them for their lies and deceptions, and they don't like it, and so therefore they're effectively holding my brother hostage after having previously killed my older brother 10 years ago in 2014 and murdering my mother in January 2022. And that's why they don't want to speak to me now. What they're going to say, oh, we didn't murder your mum or your brother, you're going crazy. Well, explain to me, why was there no inquest taking place? Why was we forced to hand over our mother to you so you could forcibly provide her with care that she didn't want, she didn't require, was inappropriate? That's why are you refusing to let me speak to my brother on his birthday? You've got nothing on me, and yet you continue to hold my brother hostage in this manner and state that he lacks capacity so we can control and dominate him. This is all about power and control.